Hello, my name is Jose Rojas. I am currently in my fourth term of the Cybersecurity and IT Masters in New England College. And today I will talk about my experience as an intern in the CSOC, the Cybersecurity Operations Center, in Central Hudson. Um, to begin with, I will start talking about my experience, and then I will move on to how this relates to my graduate studies, and finally, I will talk about how I plan to use it in my future career. One of the biggest things that I learned from this internship is how cybersecurity operates in a real world organization. Before I got into the CSOC in Central Hudson, I knew all the concepts. I had like a very good understanding of what the CIA triad is, how it was important for different organizations, and why cybersecurity and the principles should be applied in an organization, why everyone has to be aware of them, and how we can share this responsibility among all the employees and not only making responsible to those people who work in IT. Um, but in Central Hudson, I really learned how all these concepts look like in real life and how everything is tied and put together in a real world organization. Um, Specifically in the CSOC, I learned how to triage all the phishing tickets, process threat intelligence that we receive from different vendors, partners like NYA Dragos, EISAC, um, NGISAC, NYPD, and even Microsoft itself. The team of Microsoft also sent us some pieces of threat intelligence on a regular basis. So it was very nice to learn how everything looks like, how we can contrast the information of uh, big IOCs and what's going on in the environment, and how we can contrast those IOC against the tools and systems that we have in this case in Central Hudson. Also, I learned how to process and triage the incidents and that may come as alerts in the SIEM tool that we have there in Central Hudson. In this case, this was a Microsoft shop, so the name of the CM is Sentinel, and through the ingestion of all the different tools in the environment put together in the SIEM, being able to like triage whatever was going on, like whether this was a DDoS attack, or maybe this was a brute force attack, or if it was about a privilege escalation, or maybe something that was going on in the web page itself. We used web application firewall as well, and also the information from that tool gets ingested into the CM. So it was pretty cool for me to see and actually I gained some hands-on experience on how to process all the information. Before that, I had some understanding because I saw all the logs in one of the books that we took from the incident response and digital forensics course from my previous semester. But I didn't know how all the information and the logs look like in real life. So it was pretty cool to see that. I think this internship has helped me a lot to strengthen all the topics that I already uh, kind of like knew from the army, from my past jobs and my previous experiences. Everything related to teamwork, everything related to communication, how all of it is important for an organization, especially for a CSOC where you are not a person who's gonna work alone like pretty much ever. Everybody has a piece of the cake, and the way it works is through shifts. So communication is very important because if an alert comes through and then you are the one who's triaging that alert, you have to make sure that you write and actually log all the information that is going to be necessary, um, through and that is going to serve as a guide through all the steps that you took triaging a specific alert for the following analyst or whoever is going to see that alert in the future if it gets reopened or something. So then they will see what you did, what you didn't do, what you cover, and finally what gave you grounds to close that alert according to the determination that you could have given at that time. So I think that part is very cool. All of this relates to my studies because it has indeed helped me connecting all the academic concepts with the real workplace scenario. I learned about cybersecurity threats, risk, like all the types of attack, the OWASP top 10 vulnerabilities, network security, access control, incident response. But seeing that, being able to actually work hand in hand with the different teams, I saw that there is a vulnerability management team that is in charge of actually looking for the vulnerabilities in our systems. I saw also that there is a team that is in charge of the infrastructure itself, and then all this information is pushed to them if there's an update that is going to patch one of those vulnerabilities. As well, I saw that there is a network security team, and all of this, and there's a GRC team that is in charge of being the connection point between the employees, people from the outside. So that was pretty cool as well. All in all, I think this had helped me to develop in a better way my research abilities, with my critical thinking skills, and all of that has been really, really helpful during this internship. Also, this has helped me to like improve the way I used to see things, because I think an effective cybersecurity professional is the one who doesn't only have the one who doesn't only have the technical skills, but also has the understanding of like what really is going on. The alert is only the starting point, and sometimes you can receive an alert that, according to the tool, is gonna be labeled as critical or like very important. You have to do it right now. It's very crucial. But when you go and see what's going on, and if you know what's going on in the environment, you could tell that that alert was just triggered because the vulnerability management tool was actually patching or scanning something that it's supposed to do on a regular basis. That also is very good, and that's something that I have really become better with. I plan to use all of this to in my future assignments or in my future career. Um, just to make sure that I have, first of all, the technical skills, that I have the technical understanding, that I know how to use the tools, that I know have hands-on experience, because that's the other piece of Central Hudson. They allow me to do everything as if I was an analyst. Like, of course, all the tools and all the information and all that I had to learn was like pretty much brought to me little by little. But at the end, I was able, and I was doing pretty much what all the analysts were doing at the end. So that was also pretty cool. I think overall, my CSOC internship in Central Hudson, it was and is really important for my career and my personal growth. I learned that cybersecurity, it doesn't only have to do with technology, but also depends with people, processes, communication, and the teamwork that you have to put on it. So I can't wait to have my following internship for this final and fifth term that I will start next month. Uh, and I think cybersecurity also requires a lot of curiosity, patience, and responsibility. And of course, a lot of willingness to learn because that's the other piece of it. I was able to see how many certifications people hold, and no matter how high or low in their career they are always studying for a new certification, which eventually will allow them to climb to a different job or move to a different cybersecurity path. And that's also very helpful for me because, well, I hold the Security Plus from CompTIA. I'm currently studying for the CISA Plus, but I can see that there's a long way ahead still, and I am very excited to keep pushing and keep growing in my cybersecurity career. Thank you for listening to my reflection. I don't know if you have any questions. Thank you.